I got an exclusive last night. It was a wild, wild night. I was waiting, counting down the hours to my birthday, and I had seen some news that was floating around during the daytime about the Joeazy case. For the people who are not aware of Joeazy, Joeazy is a rapper from out of Regent Park. Last year, there was a crazy incident that went down where, and listen, condolences to the family, and I promised that I wasn't going to be making this an issue, so this is going to be the last time I'm speaking about this. Um, there was an incident last year where he was running and down the street over there in Regent Park, chasing a couple of individuals, and at the end of that incident, some gunshots went off, and he was accused of killing his brother and his father. All right, crazy incident. I can't pull up the actual incident and show that on the screen over here due to YouTube guidelines, but I will pull up what they were saying on the Reddit yesterday, and then we're gonna get into my exclusive. Okay, yeah, some crazy shit's been going on around this. So on a scale of raw to burnt, how cooked is Joeazy? This is courtesy of Torontology. Very insensitive with the way they put this caption, but you know, that's Torontology. And they were just showing like his case number and just basically the court location. All of the information for the case was up on the screen or up on the internet, and this is from 2 days ago, right? I don't know if this what stemmed to what ended up happening next, but I ended up getting a phone call from somebody who was very close to the family, who was in the courthouse, and he said that Moola first ended up walking into the courtroom and things got a little bit crazy. So thank you, just average gaming. Yo, it got let me play this for you, because Jesus Christ, sometimes I feel like I'm living in a simulation. I keep on saying like we're in some weird times, and I don't know what's going on with the peoples right now. I don't know if it's because of the economy or whatever, but we're in some weird times. Hold on, I was going to play one of my music videos in the beginning of this shit. So subscribe or you're dissing. I'm going to pull up the piece of content here, and we're going to go through it. Also, I want to address this Thoroughbred documentary, but I'm going to get to that in a minute.
There's a goofball in the city of Toronto that goes by the name of Moula first. Nobody in Joeazy's family knows him at all. And he decided to show up. Matter of fact, apparently he even showed up at
We Love Hip Hop
at the 51 when Jojo got arrested. And nobody knows what that was about. But today he showed up in court. Today he showed up in court. The intention of why he showed up in court, nobody knows. Only he does. But the family wasn't too happy with that. He's looked at as an idiot at this point. And a few other people in court, they knew him to be a social media antagonizer. You know, social media. Sorry, go ahead.
So, what, he was in court as testimony, or was he in court just as like a somebody in the pews, like audience?
No one. Yeah, I guess he was trying to be an audience. I guess no one knew what he was there. He was the courts people called him a social media agitator. So they're like,
this is the courts people. When he's saying the courts people, I should have asked for a little bit more clarity. If he was talking about the judge or if he was talking about the lawyers. They said he was a social media agitator. So those people that were the court people, they already knew who he was when he walked in. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he has to hide his voice, man. Like this is his personal business and stuff like that. You know, people that's like very close to the family. So obviously he doesn't want to have his voice out there, especially for this publication. It doesn't have a publication ban, but there was no media that was in the building. So anything that would have came out of that courthouse would have to be either from a family member or somebody who's close to the family or somebody completely outside of the family, i.e., I'm not saying Moola first, that was his intentions, but that would be the only type of way that any information would have gotten out of this specific court hearing. I'm not saying in the future that they won't have any media in there. I don't think that they have the control over having media in or out of the courthouse. I'm not sure. I'm not a lawyer, but at the same time, it's like I don't. I'm still baffled on what's going on. I'm asking you guys in a poll right now. Maybe we can figure it out together.
Yeah, we know this guy. He had to get kicked out.
Oh shit! So what? The
Yeah.
lawyer said something when they seen him. Oh, so okay. That was inaudible. Let me get this clear. The brother who was, I guess, not right there. That part that's inaudible. Inaudible. I'm re-asking or I'm reiterating it so that you guys can understand. If you guys missed that little part there, understand. But like on the other side of the
audience, yeah.
Of the was the brother in the audience and he shouted out from the audience?
No, he walked in the room. He walked in the courtroom. As soon as the brother seen him, he's like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing here? Get the fuck out of here! Like, why are you here?" So the brother pressed him, and he's trying to say he got subpoenaed here. Oh shit! And at that point, the brother really wanted to smash his face in, but you have to calm down and just look around like, okay, we're in court and can't do nothing much, right? Yeah, police everywhere. Yo, I'm just thinking about the courthouse and the situation right there. That just sounds like some high level fuckery right there. Like these guys are dealing with a court case right now, and it's a tragic case. There's family members involved. There's like family on family violence, and it's just it turned into a circus. That's mush. Trust me. Police everywhere. Facts. Like court guards, police outside, or maybe you might be in the building for testimony. Mud thing. And then, but then he proceeds to go like, "Oh, get the fuck out my face, yo! What the fuck? Like, yo, this is a dryas. You're doing a dryas." This is what Moula said. This is what Moula said. But the brother is not a gangster. Doesn't claim to be a gangster. Doesn't want to be a gangster. Doesn't give a fuck for gangsters. He just thinks that it was an idiot thing on his part. It's a goof thing. Like, why do you come in a closed manner? This is a family thing. Unfortunately, it went all over the news. And those of you news outlets got what you got. The rest of it will be sealed to the family. Right. The family does not care for this news to be public, to go all over the place and everything, because they want to keep this as a private matter. Yeah. So for Moula first to come to court makes zero sense. Like, imagine this, okay? So this man Moula first. I'm gonna play you guys something first before we continue this, because there was a family member that spoke out about people speaking about this case. And listen, I'm not helping, but like I said, this is the last time I will be speaking about this. And he spoke out about this case a while back. The brother of Joeazy spoke about this a while back. I'm gonna play this here.
I'm pissed, and I'm on my way back home. I'm at the airport, so everybody do not fucking call me. I don't need nobody's help. I don't need fucking call. I'm good. I'm coming back home right now, and I'll deal with the situation when I'm home. I'm at the airport literally right now, and I'm gonna be back home soon. So don't call me. You heard what you heard. I'm not about to feed into your curiosity, into your guys' narratives and whatever. I'm not about to feed into none of you guys. You guys heard the information. not giving you no more information. What you know is what you know. Do not call me. I'm good. I'm on my way back home right now.
That's from an actual family member, right? Not obviously the person who I'm speaking right here, but that's from an actual family member, the guy's bro. So the family is really on some like, yo, don't make this into internet fodder. So, and listen, I fuck with Moola first. It's not even like he's not somebody who I don't have some kind of a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? Especially over the years of the amount of interviews we've done and just knowing each other from time. But like, I don't rate this, bro. This is not cool.
We love hip
Got
hop.
ready today. We don't know if he showered or not, but let's just assume he did. So you get ready today this morning. You shower up, you get ready, you put your clothes on, one clothing at a time. You leave your house, you close the door, you go in your car, you go in your Uber or your TTC, however form of transportation. You leave wherever you are to go to the courtroom where no one asked you to be there. For what? Like, what is going on in these Toronto man's brains? Let's break it down. Like, it's just an idiot thing. Like, these Toronto guys have no respect for themselves, no respect for the deads. I don't know why they want to be Chirac so bad. It's such an idiot thing. Listen, every rapper here will be rapping about your guys dead guys, your guys dead guys, but literally all of them have at least 20 people that they know who is dead.
He's speaking facts. I'm asking in a poll here, why did Moola go to the court case? 50, and I put 3 different choices: cause drama, just observing, and past beef. I guess I could have put to be a journalist and be able to give some reports on what's going on. It's just that it's not something that I know Moola first for. 50% of y'all are saying cause drama. 19% is saying just an observer, and 31%, which is the next highest percentage, is saying past beef. Now, I tried to rack my brain of any types of connections in as far as like beefs, because when you look up Joeazy, right? And we'll get back to this in a second. When you look up Joeazy, and the YouTube algorithm will tell you, especially for me who looks up a lot of Toronto stuff, the YouTube algorithm knows what to give me. So when I put his name in, I get Active, which is one of his songs, Bra 5, H&M, BMF, Callback, Paparazzi, Finesser, etc., etc., etc. But this in particular, the Bra 5 tune, is a tune when he was dissing Top 5. All right? Him and Paperboy. I don't see anything where these guys cross-pollinate in their beefs because they both had a common enemy. Moola first has been going at Top 5 forever. Get in line, him and everybody else. Right? So I don't see that as a root of their beef. One artist is coming out of Rexdale, that being Moola first, Joeazy and his people, they're all from Regent Park. And correct me if I'm wrong, gang, I haven't heard of a Regent versus Rexdale issue. Have you? Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't heard of any beef between those two areas. You know what I'm saying? And I know the proximity doesn't matter anymore because social media exists. So these guys can have issues based on different things that have happened on socials. But I never even seen anything like that. None of the artists from the Rex really banging at Regent Park artist. You know, when Smoke Dogg and all those guys were alive, they were beefing more with the WAS guys, the BFR guys. So and as you guys know, because I'm not snitching here, the BFR guys or the up top Jane and Finch guys have always had issues with the Rex guys. And that goes back decades. So as far as connecting the dots of these guys having a past beef, I can't see it. All right. Gucci Ghost, what up? So if anybody has any insight that you might be able to spread on this case of why they might even have past beef, like if you put their names together, You're not gonna find shit. The only thing you're gonna find is the content that I put up because I put their two names together in a video. Other than that, YG gets a Moola first for dissing J Neat. Salute to Rockboy Ninja. Moola first speaks on Wasgang going against him. All the stuff that I just mentioned before. There has been no Moola first versus Regent Park guys. Furthermore, even the homie Joeazy. All right, so let's get back to the video.
Yeah. Literally. So it makes no sense to smoke on this guy and smoke on that guy. And then the worst part about it is that they have nothing to do with that death. And also, the brother as well has been known to call the young boys from the hood and be like, hey, y'all guys need to chill on calling out other people's death and demise because these people still have families. Yeah. You guys might have beef amongst each other, hate each other, and kill each other. That's fine. But once people pass away, there's a pain that's left over. So stop rapping about it. So the brother doesn't even respect that. The brother respects the dead. And in this situation, this is a family thing that happened. So it's not even a joke matter neither, or I'm smoking on this or smoking on that.
Yeah. But like I said, or what like we've so far figured out, it doesn't seem like a past beef thing. So it's still up in the air of why this even happened.
That was just a idiot thing on his part. As a man, as a grown man at that, as a human being at that. It's like, and plus he came out with his phone poking out of his pocket, the camera side. So we know he was trying to record.
Right, and with all due respect to the homie here, that's still hearsay. We don't know if he was trying to record, but if the phone is sticking out of his pocket, that's not a good look. Damn. I'm trying to give these guys the benefit of the doubt that they're just not crazy clout chasing demons. But they let me down all the time, bro. You know, I can't even say with all due respect because I just don't respect it, man. At some point in time, Moula First and I are going to have to cross paths again and do another interview or some sort. And you know I'm going to ask about this. So it's like, why do it, man? I'm still baffled, gang. I'm still baffled. Hold on, what are you saying right here? And salute to Troyo the King. Says the town and the park beefed back in the day. My cuz got shot over it. RIP to your cuz, bro. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I love live streaming, because there's only so much that I can know, man. Like, I don't know if that's a full thing still going on now, though, right? Is that still? You're saying that this is from back in the days. How far back in the days? Right? I'm not trying to get up in your business like that too tough because you had a family member that passed away, but like, how far back in the days? If it wasn't that far, if we're talking about 7-8 years ago, then that's still new. That's still something that's not resolved. You feel me? Lucky 187 says town beefs with everyone. Lol. Rexdale versus everyone. I hear you, but you know, for real, like beef where it's like I need to go into this guy's courtroom and obstruct the courtroom where like I said, this is a family on family issue. This is not man's them spinning the block, you know, drilling on the ops and all that type of shit. Like, nah, this is definitely something where mental health is an issue in this. From what I got out of the conversation as well, they're trying to see if they can try him for a criminal charge, or if they're going to be able to put it to a mental health issue and then get him the help that he needs. You know what I'm saying? Either way, criminal, or if they put it to something that happened as far as just, you know, his mental health, he still has to get that addressed. You know what I'm saying? Because mental health is definitely involved. My bad. I didn't even put the comments on the screen. My bad, gang. I got y'all. We good now. We good.
I'm sure he has the footage.
I'm still trying to figure out, like, do they have any connection? Like,
they have zero connection. They have zero connections. They don't know each other. The family doesn't know him. None of the family members know him. It was just family there and a family friend as well. You know?
Yeah.
So people that are there are considered family, regardless if they're blood related or not. Whoever was in the room was supposed to be in the room, except for him.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Like, imagine you left your house to go to a matter that a family is mourning about, so you can make a video viral moment, so you can go on 6buzz and go make a song about it. And that's just crazy. That's just like whoever raised this guy. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy. Whoever raised these people, it's just, I don't know what to say. So
we love him.
Let me ask you guys a question before we continue. And this is just purely for shits and giggles, even though this is not a shits and giggles matter. Obviously, I feel like this happened, right? But what if it didn't? You know, is there a possibility that this could be made up? Respectfully, I'm just asking just to see how the audience feels. One in the chat, if this could be made up. Two in the chat. How do we do this? One in the chat if it's real. Two in the chat like, no, this could be made up. He made this up. There was no Moola first who walks in the courtroom. Where's the proof? Blah, 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 blah. Okay? This is not because I'm doubting homeboy. I'm just trying to see how the audience feels about this. All right? Big thanks to Caramel Complicated. It says, blessed earth, strong Friday. Keep going. You're doing what you love, and that's what matters. Fox. Thank y'all. Carol says, put bear tools in there. Right? There's no possibility this is fake. Because listen, I'm asking, it's super rhetorical the way I'm asking this question, to be honest, because ain't nobody gonna get in contact with me. And the way this gentleman got in contact, it was like, listen, bro, I need to talk to you. Like something crazy. Like he got in contact with me, and it's not that easy sometimes. So he did it. So to make up a story like that would just be asinine. But I'm just asking because it's so crazy. I still haven't like grasped the fact of like one Toronto rapper who's this high profile. Moola first, don't get it twisted. No matter how people try to diss him, the nigga's high profile in our city. He can walk down the street and everybody can be like, yo, that's Moola first. All of the young boys, anybody in a balaclava can be like, alive, yo, final boss. So he's known. He's known in the legal system as well from his court cases. They put his face on the news when they thought he was on the run and called him by his rapper name. So I think he's popular enough where if you walk into that courtroom, you better have a good reason. Or it's just, you can obstruct it so bad that they throw the case out. You feel me? I'm just trying to put all of the possibilities out there. You know what I'm saying? Rather than pass judgment on anybody. I just want to put all the possibilities out there.
So yeah, that was the main thing. Like everything else, if it gets out there in the media, it'll get out there. But for this guy to come and to play a journalist or whatever he was doing, like, Moola first, you are a goof. The biggest city goof.
And that's my job, bro. If that's what you were trying to do, like, fam, like, we could have had a conversation and, like, you know, with all due respect, like, if that's what he was trying to do, which I doubt it, like, yo, I'm just trying to get the scoop. Like, I don't know about that, homie.
Like there has to be some line of respect, some level of respect here. You wanted to come get a viral moment off of others' families' pains. You wanted to come show support. Is that what you're going to try to say? That's not no support. No, you didn't reach out to any other family members. Nobody knows this guy. We just found out who he was afterwards.
Damn. So, if I could just ask one question on the case itself, right? Because I know you guys are trying to, like, everybody's trying to keep it as under wraps as possible, unless
I gotta do it.
the media that might be in there releases it.
There was no media there.
There's no media there? Okay. What is it? Does it look good in the way of him getting like the mental health issue, or is it looking more like a criminal issue?
I'm not gonna, like I said earlier on, like it's more a mental health thing. I don't know how deep that is, but I'm not trying to get into deep with that. The main concern here was that Moula was an idiot, and that was that. The rest of that, that's just for the family, and it ends there. And if you would, as well, please respect the wishes of the family with this whole media part aspect of it. Like if this could be like, you know, the last conversation and the last posts about it, because the family has to go through this, not everybody else. And I know it's for everyone's entertainment. This is fun entertainment, but there's Love Island for that, you know?
No, I completely understand and I respect that. I will say this, it's, yes, to some people it's entertainment, but when it comes to like the media and journalism, it's just for the information, just because it was something that was so public and was so crazy that people, they just want to know. They want to know the results. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but I don't think the family's cares too much to feed everybody's curiosity.
Obviously.
So that's where I'm gonna leave it at, you know? No, so,
Yeah, so man, this is so crazy, man. I don't know what to say about this, man. Like he said right there in the end, this is not something where I'm going to be spending a lot of time on in the future, doing follow-ups on what's going on with the Joeazy case. I will say this, when they do have the result of the case, I will follow up at that point and, you know, give our analysis on that, because this was a very high profile case. But as far as like all of the inner workings and everything of the case, like for example, the way that we covered the Pat Stay case, Pat Stay's killer's trial, I'm not going to put the same type of attention on this out of respect for the family and out of their request, right? But I got to talk to you, Moola. I got to say that, bro. The next time we do an interview, and he's never asked me to do this in the past, so I doubt he'll ever ask me to do this in the future. You know that this is going to be one of the questions that come up in the interview, homie. Like, we need answers, bro. Okay. We'll be checking. Well, you know what? I should check. I'll check now before we get off of the story, because I want to see, you know, what the social media was looking at. What's he saying on socials? Because I posted this last night around midnight. And to be honest, it's my birthday. And thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm going to address those individually in a second. The last thing that he did post, and I don't know if it was on the stories of here or on the stories of one of his other pages. Max Win. Let me see. He had posted on one of the stories, ha 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 ha, all the way down the page. So I don't know. I don't know if that was in connection to what happened, from what this gentleman is describing right now, or that's just something completely unrelated. But he hasn't posted since the story has broken, and yeah, I guess that's all we have for now. Okay, and I'll say it again, since the story is broken, because we broke the story over here on We Love Hip Hop. So salute to us. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Twy, aka Live Gang. Live Gang. He says, then went to testify in court in the next courtroom. Bumbaclot. Bumbaclot. Yes, Twy. You were dealing with some issues with Moola, and there was some court stuff going on. That's one thing, and not to harken back too tough. We'll move on to the next story. That's one of the things also that I thought of a possibility. Maybe he was already at the courthouse for something else. He said, oh, he looked on the board. He's seen the Joeazy case, or maybe he's seen on Reddit or whatever that Joeazy was going to be in the same courthouse as him. And he said, let me go pay them a visit. And it wasn't malicious. Right? Who knows? But Jesus Christ. This is what the live streams are for. I'm telling you, fam, because like if I'm just podding, right? Salute to Dusty Wallace, salute to DJ Czar, salute to the DJ Natural Wave. If we're podding and we're doing our pre-recorded, we don't have the advantage of the live chat to correct us in real time and say, yo, that's kind of wrong. So I love the live stream. I ain't gonna lie. This is where it goes down. So do with that information what y'all will, gang. Okay, salute to Twy. Twy is, as they say, Twy has entered the chat. Blood clot. I never thought I'd get to say that. Twy is, without it being a meme. Twy has entered the chat. Lord Sid. Where's my friggin'? Okay, this is somebody who's dealing with this in real time as far as his case and his incidents that he's been dealing with Moola first. So if anybody would have more info on it, you know what? Yo, Twy, you got a minute? Let me do my job properly. You got a minute, homie? Because we could talk about this right now. Let me do this shit proper. Check your DMs. I'm going to send you something. Let me do this. Let's do this. I'm going to send you something right now. Bang. And then we'll move on to our next story. All right. Salute to Thoroughbred. I'm gonna get back to to be honest, I said what I had to say about the Thoroughbred stuff. I'm sorry about the beginning of the Thoroughbred video, gang. Like that was an oversight on my part as far as the Jane and Finch and the Rexdale part, but that wasn't the most important part of the whole goddamn thing, bro. It was the fact that the man ended up allegedly going on the run for a kidnapping and then afterwards getting accused of murder and is now facing the electric chair or facing lethal injection. That's the important part, okay? And all of the details of that, of leading up to it, I got that part right. All right, so stop playing. For anybody who's trying to diss me on that video, which nobody really is. Yeah, man, pull up. Let's have a conversation. Bumbaclot. What the fuck are you? Oh my God. Ah! Let me show y'all something, gang. Y'all can see this? I got you. So There it is. This is it's a little bit more in focus over here. It says super landfish. Let's do this cool here. Better? So this is the inside of the courtroom. Yo, what is happening, man? I'm in a friggin' Twilight Zone right now, gang. Whew. Where's my sage, man? Yo, Twy, we need you, bro. Okay, no, he can't do it right now. He can't do it right now. I'm moving on. I got me freaking adjusting my focus. I'm moving on, man. Oh. Okay. Okay, let me get back to this thoroughbred stuff for a second, and then we're moving on because blood clot. Yo, it's my birthday, man. Fuck. Y'all niggas got no chill. Blood, yo. And you know the thing is, like, if I did the live stream tomorrow, twice, happy live day, brother. Thank you. If I did this shit tomorrow, like, it's gonna be an old story. It's gonna be stale. So I gotta do it today, man. But like, y'all niggas is like, oh, the level of high level fuckery on a nigga birthday, bro. Like, holy, oh, man. Okay, it was your birthday too, Tasha. Yo, happy birthday, yo. Cancer gang. And thank you, Anthony Young. Yeah, we out here, man. Okay, back to this thoroughbred video. Making me sweat, man. Fuck. Grow up, man. Come on, guys. Stop doing the stupid shit, man. What are we doing, man? Get out of these guys' courtrooms, bro. Let these guys have their thing, bro. Let these people have the issues, their issue in peace, bro. I tried, I'm saying to myself, no rants on the birthday, no crashing out. Just relax. Just relax. Okay? I'm good. Okay,
We
thanks
love
for
hip
watching.
hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.